Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Beyond Worlds Commander. Last time, it was time to actually face down Luminous. I still have the spawn egg. I spawned her in creative mode so that I could get the subordinates to attack her first, and then forgot to get rid of the spawn egg. But, yeah, that fight continues to be absolutely... Oh, that fight is still something. She's so strong. So, yeah, her usual gimmick, just steal all steal all of your MP, keep regenerating, keep fighting forever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah, it continues on. She still has Disintegration. Disintegration still one-shot subordinate, so I can't save in time. Though, funny enough, I can't actually pick up Disintegrations in cages, so that's pretty silly. So, yeah, Luminous is strong. Luminous is very strong. The only subordinate who actually made it out of the fight was Travesty. And that's because I kept getting Travesty captured in cages and kept waiting for Travesty to regenerate EP. And technically got a copy with the higher max EP. Or not higher max EP, higher current EP. But yeah, 40 minutes of fighting her. Every single subordinate went down except for Travesty, but we did eventually pull out a win. Of course, once again, it was a win in air quotes because I was just face tanking the entire time while everyone else was fighting her. And then even then, she keeps launching the hands. The hands are a one-shot. She keeps launching disintegrations. Those are one-shots if I can't save the subordinate and if it can't get stopped. But yeah, we technically beat Luminous. I would like a little bit of a cleaner fight, which means we're going to need to get some stronger subordinates. Either that or... Actually, I think it's probably possible to pull out a win without any extra training. The only problem is, Tenet worked out fairly well in the fight, but kept drawing her up into the air so no one else could help. So the demons, they're good here, especially with law manipulation. But they're kind of... There's kind of a little bit of a catch-22 with them, where if she targets them, the fight gets impossible, and I need to track them down. So, I don't really know how to fix this. I could probably pull off a win. It's just without my intervention at all, but it's super difficult, and I'd rather just train up more. But anyways, otherwise, I mean, what else is there to prepare for? Kind of had the idea to run a subordinate tournament of sorts. Still need sub arena for that one. It's probably not anything too whatever the word is, extravagant. Probably just do it in the little plains over here. Just like a little battle arena. Use some unbreakable blocks, obsidian. I mean, I think there's some Tensura stuff that can still break obsidian. Bedrock, obsidian, barriers, all that stuff. Just set something up right here. Otherwise, getting a proper win against Luminous, just training up more subordinates, seeing who else can get it so strong. So, yeah. It's kind of hard to record at this point. There's just a couple sporadic things that I need to prepare for, but otherwise, getting everything done in order is a little bit finicky. You can go in here. You can go in here. I would love to take a look at more of the artifacts, but that requires finding them. Also, I want to test something real quick. I mean, I'll test it with a pair of pants. It's stuff in the offhand does gain EP, right? So 60, whatever. Yeah, even like armor in the offhand gains EP. Which, as Kotiri pointed out, means that probably artifacts would too. So I could get subordinates to train up artifacts for me. So, might do that whenever we get another one. And honestly, I think I'm just going to use these mimic spawn eggs. I could spend an hour underground just hunting for them, but this is easier. There's that. Let's see. That's for... Oh, hey, look, another set of the Hizumiki. Mizuhiki. I cannot remember what these things are called for some reason. So, that would get higher chant annulment. Oh yeah, and this one actually works, so... Yes, that just gains EP in the offhand. Works perfectly fine. Good to know. I can get subordinates to train stuff up for me. So let's just see. I'm just going to kill all 50 of these mimics, just toss off all the rest of the stuff. And let's just take a look at more artifacts, shall we? Hopefully I'll get some new ones. Okay, so I have the last final bunch here. I just figured I'd go through all of them and just go over it all at the same time. There's all that. Just need to go toss stuff in here. That's not that one. Okay, cool. It doesn't look like those last 8 gave me anything. But I think I do actually have 2 new ones to go over. So first things first, grab out the magic conduit, grab out the Titan's Graves. Those ones are going to be super easy to go over. Just head over to Hut real quick. Whoops, apparently I can reorder those. I'd done it accidentally. This one has 1 refinement, 2 refinements, 3. This one maxes out at 10 refinements, if I remember correctly. So it's halfway there. It now has 0.15% magic cost instead of 20%, which is pretty good. And then this one is going to hit refinement 8, which means it'll hit 9, 8 armor? I don't remember. 9 armor. That's what I was going to say, and then I was second guessing myself. Let's actually grab a new anvil real quick. So there we go. Same ones we've been over, just getting stronger. The other ones here, I mean, the Mizuhiki, hold on. Here's our actual good one. This is going to get a couple more refinements. Currently refinement 0, 10%, 100%. 10%, 110%. Okay, it doesn't look like chance speed gets upgraded at all. But it does boost an extra 10% mastery gain every time, so that's pretty good. So those 2 go on. That one's just really good to have around. Then we actually have 2 new artifacts we haven't looked at all in the War Pendant and in the Shadowbind bracelets. We have a grade 2 and a grade 1. I actually don't know how either of these ones work, so let's go look up the War Pendant real quick. Okay, the Shadowbind bracelets, I don't think I can really go over. I don't have... Wait, do I? No. These ones are actually going to require us to master Shadow Striker, which, who has that one? That's Nando? Who has Shadow Striker? I know someone does, but I can't remember who. Where is Nando? Vivi, Greater Demon. Who has Shadow Striker? Orc Disaster. Shogo. Shogo has Reaper. W Danger's a Slime. Exalt has... Sammy has Musician, correct? Which apparently also just doesn't work on Luminous. It wasn't doing damage. I'm fairly sure it's Nando. But where... Oh, there you are. So let's just see. You have... Yeah, you have Shadow Striker. You didn't end up losing in the fight, so I didn't get that from you. So I can't really showcase this without giving myself the skill. But Shadow Striker. Or the Shadowbind bracelets. Silent Strike is its first effect. It goes in a hand slot. Attacking from behind or while untargeted, it deals increased damage from 1 hit. If either of those requirements are applied, it just says you deal increased damage. Has a 30-second cooldown, so one time you'll do extra damage by attacking from behind. Let's just see. 12. Okay, it looks like it's a 50% buff, but then it's a 30-second thing. And this thing's obviously not targeting me at all, so... 8. And then... probably an extra 10 seconds or so. Either that or it gets reset every time I hit it, and I need to wait a moment. Let's see, I'm definitely behind it. It's definitely not targeting me. Yeah, it's a 50% boost every 30 seconds, essentially, if whatever you're fighting isn't going after you. So yeah, this is going to be another pretty heavily offense-focused relic, then. So, cool. But probably not that important for this series. Thankfully, it does actually have a timer on it. So we're going to need to go get this thing up to 1,000,000 EP for its next requirement. So I guess I'm going to be heading over to the training field in a moment. But otherwise, we also have the War Pendant, and we actually got 2 of these things. It's grade 2, which means it maxes at 225. And as baseline magic bullet acceleration. It's just lets you charge magic bullet faster. Hold on. What do you mean you can't reach the site? Hold on. War pendant. Here it is. So, this thing goes... Oh, you already have one on? Oops, I didn't actually mean to do that. It's just like a gem on a, thing. I guess I got 3 of them. So, as a baseline, magic bullet acceleration. Increases maximum magic bullet, specifically, apparently. Charge speed by 3 times. So let's see, I did train that up for purposes of giving it to subordinates. Why is it specifically maximum magic bullets? So let's just take it off real quick. 1, 2, 3. If I now put this on... 1, 2, oh. Yeah, it says 3 times, it's not kidding. Like, I can charge up to 10, and I could reach like 15 in the time it took me to reach 3. Yeah, that's pretty effective. How much aura does this take? I think that just took like... I must have already been at 63 and like ticked up at the same time, so I thought it cost aura or something. But cool, that works. It specifies maximum. Do we get the same I mean, that's fairly fast. Okay, it does buff the other maximum, the other magic bullets, just... What about Death March? Death March is kind of slow on its own. I think that was faster. Nope. Yeah. It reaches 1 in about a second, if I take that off. Yeah, I want to say that's getting boosted. It's just a little bit hard to tell. It's not mattering as much with Death March, if it's mattering at all. It could just be confirmation bias and it's not actually doing anything. So, there's that. And then its second effect looks like it's probably going to be kind of useless, but I guess we'll go test it out anyways. I just need to go get them grinded up for EP reasons. Also, how does the refinement work? I think they need to be maxed EP before they can refine, correct? Obtaining, refinements... Oh yeah, this page doesn't say it. I'm fairly sure that's the case. So, let me go to the training hold. I think Nando was here because he was my next target for training anyways. So, you're fine. You have Shadow Striker. Let's just give you... put one of these in your main hand, and one of these in your offhand. Cool. Now, time to put you back into Shadow Storage and head on over to the end thing. And this shouldn't take too long, at least for the war amulet, or whatever. The war... pendant. I could not remember the word pendant. It should only take like a minute or 2. The other one will take a while. Ugh. Let me out of here, please. So, here's you. I still have the magnet on. That's a bit of a problem. Take this off. And let's just make sure you're all set. You have the good training armor. You should be set to oh, lots of lag. Hold on. Set to aggressive, push you into the pit, and then set you to follow. There's that. Follow. There we go. So now you should teleport if you go too far. This shouldn't take too long. I needed to do this anyways. Huh, interesting. While I was training up myself and getting an artifact trained up at the same time, the artifact was outspeeding my training grades. But it actually looks like Nando's training faster. I guess this armor is just like that good in comparison. Anyways, there's the war pendant mastered. You just get to keep working on the other one. So now, increases physical damage when the wearer is low on HP. We get, I think it's let's see. When the wearer is at or below 25% of HP, that literally never happens, They deal 15% increased physical damage. Yeah, this one's not great. Each refinement assigned to Ogre's Wrath increases the physical damage bonus by an additional 2.5. Receives up to 2, boosting 20%. Match 25%. Yeah, that's not great. And it maxes out at 5 refinements. Yeah, that's... And then the secondary ability of this one, like, you just never exist below a certain amount of HP eventually. So even at, like, the very beginning, that doesn't help a whole lot. That's helpful if you're, like, in a dangerous situation you're about to go down. But only up until you get, like, self-regen, ultra speed regen. After that, it's kind of pointless. But boosting Magic Bullet, if you're using Magic Bullet, I guess is pretty good. That does make it a little bit faster and easier to spam. So, let's see, how good are you? How close are this on this one? That's still going to take a while. So, I'm just going to hang out here for a few minutes. I should have taken the Amble with me so I could have refined this on the go. What happened? Why are you in sleep mode? What happened here? I have no idea what happened. All of a sudden, I didn't see Nando anymore because he was on the ground. Where is Shadow Storage, real quick? Oh, come on. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Stop it. Where's my hockey? Where is my Demon Lord hockey? Do that. Clear inventory real quick. I need to get you into Shadow Storage. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nando's in Shadow Storage. I have no idea what happened. I was sort of training up Shadow... Oh, you know what? The Shadow Striker makes you do spiritual damage on every physical hit at the cost of a bunch of MP. So he was doing bunches and bunches of physical hits. So therefore, he was draining bunches and bunches of EP at the same time. So that's what happened. I'm gonna have to turn off Shadow Striker whenever I have him grind. But, oh well, he got like a decent chunk. I'm gonna have to head on home, let him recover, and then come back, I guess. So, but while we're here anyways, yes, set you to lay down here. You'll go through sleep mode. Might as well check this thing's refinement. So 300 plus 0, 400, and gets boosted to 400. I guess it's going to alternate 1 refinement 1, refine up, refine down, refine up, refine down, refine up. Because it looks like the top one gets boosted 3 times, and the bottom one gets lowered up, boosted twice. But I guess we'll get to see. How much of a difference does that make? It was already, like, hyper fast to do this. Oh, I guess you're up and about again. Interestingly enough, oh yeah, you can't do spiritual HP to a dummy, so it's not going to drain your spiritual HP. So let's just turn that off for now. You did get, you're up to 3 mastery points, so that's going to take a while. Yeah, that's fast. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell how much that is mattering. Like, it was already pretty fast. It's hard to tell how much faster it is at the moment. What does this one max out at? 20? Yeah, this one maxes out at 20. Yeah, I'm almost sure this one is also getting a minor buff. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I do like Death March Dance. I don't think I've ever properly used it. So a cool artifact, maybe not the most exciting artifact. It's just slightly charge 3 moves faster. I say slightly. Use 3 moves a little bit more on command whenever you feel like it, and a slight buff in super, super dangerous situations. The other one might be a bit cooler, less useful for this one because we don't really using Shadow Striker, but we'll get to use it eventually, hopefully. Get back here. No, get back here. Go back in Shadow Storage. I forgot you're still on aggressive. So, might as well at least let him go. 3,000. How are you doing? I apparently need to keep a closer eye on him, so... Oh, let's see. Let me look at you. Get hockey on a bar. There we go. That's slightly better. All of these can just go in a thing. And use skill. Failed to use hockey. Yeah, it's only going to take a couple more minutes for this thing to reach 1,000,000 at least. Okay, so the relic is above 1,000,000 now, so we'll at least get to check this out. Set you to stay, grab this, put you in shadow storage for now. So let's see. Increases crit rate based on the target's armor. That's not going to be super useful for us. We already have like 80% crit rate or something like that. I don't remember the exact number or the exact math for it. But let's just see. Armor exploitation. Increases crit rate based on the target's armor. For every 5 armor the target has, the wearer gains increased crit rate against that target. Does it give an actual number anywhere? At +3 refinements, grants 0.5 crit rate per 5 armor. Increase the rate. So, is it like 0.2? Because it looks like it gets buffed 3 times. Each refinement increases the crit rate gained by 5 armor. At 3 refinements, you'll gain 0.5 per every 5 armor. Which makes me assume it's probably a +1, so it starts at 0.2% every 5 armor. So let's see. If I have 78 armor divided by 5, that's 19. So let's see, it's like an extra 9... yeah, an extra 9.75% chance every... Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, 9.5% chance every time I would get hit that I would take extra damage, I think. Let's see, 0.2 per 0.5, per 5. Oh, that's not, when it's mastered, it's 0.5% per 5 things there. Mathing. So at mastery, it would be almost an extra 10% every time I would get hit by someone wearing this, on top of everything else. So it's not amazing. With the other buffs, it would be pretty good. And then the Tensura bosses, some of them can end up with like 300 armor. So, especially if you like let a orc disaster eat forever, they'll get like hundreds of armor. So it could get really, really good actually. At 500 armor at baseline, that's a 20% chance, right? 500 divided by 5 is 100 times 0.2 is 20%. Yeah. So hard to get to a point where it's actually really, really good. But once you get there, that's pretty decent. Now getting this thing up to 5,000,000 for its final effect and getting Shadow Master trained is going to be a little bit rougher. I'm just going to do this. Ability grant to me Shadow Striker real quick. I just want to see what this thing does. So where is it? Shadow Striker. And I need to go ahead and master this real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult. Turn it on. Put that over Maximum Magic Bullet. Alter Acceleration. Instant Kill. And Espionage. Just have all 3 modes on. Shouldn't be too hard to master it pretty quickly. And while I'm at it... Oh, hey, look, it's already mastered with 1 instant acceleration thing. 1297947. 97947. That's like 400. I want to say it actually gained more EP from me than it gained from Nando. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm curious if this goes off of... If, like, this gains more EP based off, like, the baseline. Like, the baseline is 5%. I get baseline 5%, and then I have my extra boost. I'm curious if that's taking into account, like, the villain and the berserker boost, but not into armor boost, because this is technically after the fact stuff. I don't know. Once again, I could just be falling for confirmation bias. Like, I think I want this to train faster, so it's going to be training faster. But I don't know for sure. Anyways, 3, 4... Yeah, this is gonna take a while, but I do really want to see it. You've gotta be kidding me. War Pendant, 225. It's not... Come on. So, Nando reached over 2 million EP, so I decided to take off the training stuff and start training up Shin instead. So I took off the armor, gave it to Shin, no problem. I took off the thing, put it into Shin's hand. Game crashed, thing got deleted. It was up to 2.2 million. It was over halfway there. That's so stupid, game. And I've been trying. I've been looking at commands. I've been trying to find a way to cheat this. I cannot find a way to add EP to an item. I'm sure it exists. I think I did it before, but I have no idea how. It's so frustrating. I've been at this for like 30 minutes. This has been going for 30 minutes. That is 30 minutes of lost progress, even if I spawn the thing in again. I cannot cheat this faster. Come on. Artifact. Amulet of Sith. Not the War Pendant. Shadowbind Bracelets. Guess I'm starting from scratch again. Oh, it's so annoying. Just to make sure, I have the magnet thing on. It's not on the ground. It's not in. Yeah, it's not in your inventory. It's not in Nando's inventory. It's just completely deleted from existence. Oh, that's so annoying. Is there any item modify is like the only thing entity. Item and modify entity in hotbar 5. This might just crash the game again. I have no idea. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Oh yeah, I also tried using the command just adds 10 EP, see if that helped with anything in the hand, but it doesn't. Item, modify, entity, me. What are the weapon main hands? Hold on. Weapon main hand, offhand. Hold on. No, it's in the main hand. Item, modify, entity, me, main hand. 1. Failed to project, not a map, check it out, but not a list. Yeah, it doesn't work. I love losing 30 minutes of progress for absolutely no legitimate reason. Just the game saying, haha, nope, delete. Oh, it's so much fun. Target. Aggressive. Follow. No, get down there. Nope, get down there. Nope, get down. This is stupid. This is very stupid. Anyways, get to work, Shin. You do have Gourmet, so hopefully that'll help things speed along. Okay, it took absolutely no time at all for Shin to get above 1 million EP, but this thing's EP gain is not tied directly to how much EP you get. It's tied to, like, the baseline EP. So, like, even though he's getting, like, 50% of the EP from every mob he kills, it's just not helping at all with the Shadowbind bracelet. Oh, I was getting so much work done, and I'm so stupid that I lost 30 minutes of progress for absolutely no reason. Whatever. I don't feel like finishing this up right now. I'm mad. Problem is, I don't really have anything else I want to get done right now. I wish I could find a command just to do this. I would totally cheat this if I could. But what else are we getting up to? We're basically just training subordinates, getting ready for, like, Luminous. Let's see. I don't know. I'm still really enjoying this. It's just so hard to continue on. Like, we technically beat the normal big bad. Not exactly in a truly satisfying way, but we did do it. Other than that, let's just put you in shadow storage for now. Yeah, I guess I should just go look at everyone and see how I'm gonna do the subordinate tournament, I guess. I don't know. I was so excited to check out this artifact, and then the game just said no. Lag. So let's see. How am I gonna do? Oh, 1 second. Okay, lag problems should hopefully be a little bit better right now. Honestly, let's just sort of think about for a tournament, for a subordinate For a tournament of subordinates, how big of a space are we really going to need? Like, let's just say this is one end of, like, the actual fighting arena. I'll probably do, like, some sort of something around the edge, some sort of stance for other subordinates to stand. So let's just see. Subordinate standing right here. It's going to need to be wider than that, obviously. But, like, if I'm just making this rounded. Big open space. I probably should have brought Charybdis with me, because I think Charybdis... Actually, Charybdis is second biggest subordinate. We have Vivi on us right now. So let's just see. Vivi, max size, Engorger, that big. I mean, subordinates... Like, Tenet and Virtue, they're going to fly around. They're going to need more space. But everyone else is, like, sort of reasonably. They'll probably just go stand face-to-face, maybe teleport around a little bit. So, let's just see. This would maybe a little bit longer than... Or maybe a little bit wider than that. Let's see, what am I currently at? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And make this 5. I tend to like, whenever I'm making something like this, I usually have like a fairly reliable way of doing it. Or I do it fairly the same every time. 3, 4, 5. So like if the fight was Charybdis versus Vivi, that's that would be like the only fight that I think would need to be bigger. So let's just go. Let's use gravity manipulation instead. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then complete it on the other side. Probably go for the 7 and then round it back out. And I think that would probably be enough space. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's been a while since I've done a build project. I do enjoy building. It's just I don't do it nearly as often as I used to. But like, Vivi standing there. Yeah, that's going to be way more than enough space probably, even for like Charybdis versus Vivi. But you know what? That's fine. We have a lot of subordinates. If I made it like a free-for-all, we'd need that much space anyways. So that's the 7. And just to close it around the ring the other way. So we at least have like our base size done. I'll probably use like commands to switch out cobbled deep slate for obsidian or something. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop, doop, doop, doop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Ah, got it. So like we have our size down. Cool. What am I going to build the rest of it out of it? Obviously, I have to use a bunch of obsidian and I have to use a bunch of bedrock. I think those are the only 2 unbreakable blocks right now. Like a deco craft is in, but I don't think anything in there is unbreakable. Dragon steel is probably highly durable, but not strong enough to not break. Probably same for like Hihi or Arcane and whatnot, but I don't know for sure. Key lockable. I mean, I assume this thing's probably unbreakable. Making a lock that you can just break to get inside is a little bit silly. What mods are in and what would have unbreakable blocks? Unbreak, nope. No idea. I might just do like a layer of sand or something, I guess. 2, 3, 4, and I've already forgotten how I actually did this. I don't think I did it 2. 2, 3. Oh yeah, I switched from 3 to 5. I didn't do a 4. That's what it was. 2, 3. Did that get deleted too, or did I accidentally throw that away into a chest somewheres? Don't tell me I actually deleted my thing too. There's no way. Where is it? I can... Base work in progress. It's... Come on. I don't think I gave it to any subordinates. Oh, there it is. So anyways, we have our base thing. I should probably get like a baseline armor set done for it too. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants to blah. Words are hard. I don't know if anyone wants to watch me just do like the full build project. I don't have time for that obviously right now. But, like, basic idea. This is the tournament arena for our subordinates. I'll finish this up. I'll keep working on the artifacts, on the Shadowbind thing. Still very annoyed that I have to start from scratch on that, by the way. Like, that I'm not going to be unannoyed until I'm done with it. Even then, probably. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is messed up somehow, isn't it? So 5. This is the start of 6. Straight line. Cool. Start of 7 goes here. Straight line. Oh, wait, no, I'm not messed up. It's fine. So, cool. I'm going to continue the circle, or a ring, through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just at least finish the outline. This will be good. Yeah, I'm just going to keep working on it for a little bit, I guess. Okay. It's a really good thing we're almost at the end of the series, because I am just crashing open inventories now every once in a while, so I don't know if the world could really handle much more. But anyways, I at least have like the basic layout on the ground. I'm probably going to replace some of these big open sections with like various colors of sand and then just have a layer that gets repaired. But I did have some other barriers up already, just a couple layers. Or it's why did the barriers get replaced? Hmm? Oh yeah, the barriers. I forgot they're 1 block out, actually. That's right. Anyways, there are barriers here. You just can't really see them because I'm not in creative mode. I do now have a clone Vivi, and I have a clone Charybdis. You know what? I'm going to put a very quick temporary just cage of barriers around the place. And just as a proof of concept, I'm going to just have Vivi versus Charybdis, our 2 largest subordinates. So, very quickly, just slash fill. I can do like hollow, right? Slash fill from here to here. Barrier. Destroy. Keep. Can I do multiple? I can't go keep and hollow. I have to do hollow like this. I can do outline. That's just like the edges, I would assume. Hollow's up and down. Outline is just the walls. That's kind of cool. Maybe I should start doing square arenas from now on and just use outline for it. So let's just see. If I just do... Actually, outline would be what I wanted. Outline from... Just do the corners here. Outline from here slash fill. Here to tilde, tilde, tilde with barrier. And I want it to outline. So let's just see. It needs to be set 1 higher, 79. So let's just see. And if I just go like out here, that's not outline. That is what exactly do you think outline means, game? Where you're just... I also can't destroy them currently. What? Huh. Oh, I'm still in shadow mode. That's right. This is... Am I on hollow? No, I'm on outline. What do you mean by hollow, then? Okay, let's just actually just replace that with air real quick, just to... Huh. Yeah, I need to understand how commands work better, apparently. Because, like, that did not make much sense. Replace air. That should be all of those gone. So what if I do hollow instead? Hollow? Yeah, hollow and outline appear to be identical. No idea why. Anyways, from here, all the way over to here, this will put a floor on it. That's a problem. What if I do 70 to here? Ah, that's actually too many blocks. So let me get something up. Hollow still so it's so stupid. No, why does literally nothing I ever attempt to do actually work properly? Because that just deleted half the arena. You know what? Fine. We have a box here. It's fine. I think we just crashed again. Yeah, it's a good thing this series is ending in like an episode or two. Like, I'm gonna try and get the subordinate tournament done, and then it kind of needs to end. So let's just see. Shadow storage. We're just gonna do this in the invisible box. Never mind, I'd made the invisible box too small. You know what? This might just be better anyways. I'll probably like make some sort of like sphere or something around it. It's just gonna be a cage match instead. How did you get inside? Anyways, in order to do this, I need both of them. The most fair way to do this would be for both of them to no longer be subordinates, and to make sure they both have all of their stuff on. Let's see. You still have Engorger on, correct? Engorger on, correct. Hockey, turn your strength and body on. You have hockey. You don't even have steel strength? I guess I've done no training with you. Your whole thing is just big, hit hard with Engorger, and use magic strike. And just hit hard with Engorger, basically. So if I I don't even have a way to force them to fight. Mob. Edit. Owner. Owner. For you. Permanent. Remove. This is a cloned VV still. Yeah, I don't even have a way to force them to fight. Huh. I didn't think about this part. So let's see. You're still my subordinate. Fight. VV is set to follow. VV is somehow still my subordinate. The subordinate tournament's not going to work then. If I can't actually remove you from being my subordinate, even though I just said remove from being subordinate. Permanent move. Sure. Aim. Remove. Permanent owner remove. You no longer have an owner. What if I set you to wander first? Permanent remove. I still have control over you. Temporary remove. Yeah, in no way, shape, or form should I still be your owner, but... Oh, hold on. Nope, I can still ride on you. Yet you're still my... Yeah, this just isn't gonna work. Never mind, we can't do the subordinate tournament anyways. Because, like, I can't actually even cheat to make them... Stop doing that. I can't even cheat to make them not my subordinates anymore. It just doesn't work. Let's see. And I also just cannot look at Charybdis at all. I'm just getting... Yeah, Charybdis... I can't interact with Charybdis at all. Like, it just won't work. Yeah, I was so excited for this idea too. But artifacts just completely broke and didn't work with me today because it just deleted after a bunch of progress. This just doesn't work, period, because I can't, one, can't interact with Charybdis at all. Two, can't make Vavy not my tame. Charybdis is set to follow. I don't know, this... So what are we going to do instead? Because we can't do the subordinate tournament. Unless I figure out a different way to make this work, because right now this is not working at all. Tensura, get owner. Hold on. Get owner for you. Name, you don't have one. Neutral, you do not have neutral to anything. Permanent, you do not have a permanent owner. And you do not have a temporary owner. So yeah, in no way, shape, or form should I be Vivi's owner. I don't know, I was excited for this idea. I guess, since we can't do the tournament, go over a few more artifacts. Let me out of here, please. And I guess we're going to... I don't know. That's was like one of my last major goals. I guess train everyone up to 2 million and give one more proper all-out fight against Luminous. Hopefully go over a couple more artifacts. Yeah, since we can't do the tournament, I guess next time's going to be the last episode. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, Omello, It Me, Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, Kyle Coette, Nando Lang, and Egg Salad. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.